So one of the highlights of the grand OPPO Innovation Day 2021 was this brilliant bendy wee beauty right here, the OPPO Find N. Thanks to some very clever technology shenanigans, including the complex Flexion hinge, the Find N can transform into an epic tablet-sized device topping 7 inches, boasting a beautiful LTPO display with minimal crease and some serious multitasking chops via the cunning Flex 4 mode. Now, OPPO has very kindly sponsored me to spend a good bit of time with the Find N, really get to grips with it. So here is some of the best bits of this bendy blower. And for more on the latest and greatest tech, please do poke subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers! Now, in its folded state, the OPPO Find N sports a near 5.5-inch display for checking notifications, responding to messages, all of that boring everyday stuff. You can comfortably use it this way one-handed, which is definitely useful when you're trying to read a recipe while simultaneously burning your omelette to a tidy crisp. It is a chunky phone, no doubt, but still considerably easier to use with just the one bit compared with all the 6.5-inch behemoths that we've seen in 2021. But the OPPO Find N really gets the old ticker pumping when you ease it open to unveil the 7.1-inch LTPO display lurking within. This tablet-sized screen opens in landscape mode and is a joy for kicking back with your favourite books or magazines, while the punchy crisp visuals are a delight when you throw on some Netflix, Disney+, whatever you're into. In my case, it's a good excuse for smashing through all of Cowboy Bebop for the 12th time, 13th? To be honest, I kinda lost count about a decade ago. That Godzilla-sized panel hits 1000 nits, you're definitely covered on those sunny days, and also maxes out at 120Hz refresh, so everything feels silky smooth. And the refresh can also drop as low as 1Hz to preserve juice when required. But the most impressive aspect of the Find N's display is that minimal crease, which is barely noticeable at all. Once the phone is unfolded, that surface is flatter than Great Uncle Bulgaria after his ill-advised misadventures on the M25. The OPPO Find N also sports stereo speakers with full Dolby Atmos support, while the nippy UFS 3.1 storage tops off at 512 gigs, so you can download hundreds of high-quality movies from your favourite streaming service to carry wherever you roam. And with the 4500 mAh capacity battery crammed inside of this thing as well, you can stay entertained all day long. You've got full wireless charging support chucked on there too. And if you happen to be cack-handed like me, you'll be glad for OPPO's rugged design. The rear end and the front display are protected by Gorilla Glass Victus, which is thankfully a lot less likely to smash to bits if you happen to drop the OPPO Find N from a great height, but yeah, definitely try not to do that anyway. And that epic internal display is constructed from 12 separate layers, so it's tough enough to withstand all kinds of punishment, including constant folding and even some unwanted attention from curious and ever so slightly mental cats. And while that really huge screen is absolutely brilliant for chilling out with books and movies and what have you, it has also been designed with multitasking in mind. In Flex 4 mode, the OPPO Find N's impressively sturdy Flexion hinge holds firm anywhere between 50 to 120 degrees, so you can use this phone as a mini laptop. It's also a convenient way to prop up the phone when you're Skyping the fam or when you're just shooting a video. If you want to get a bit of split screen action on the go, nice and simple, just swipe 2 fingers down that mighty display to chop it in half and immediately start using 2 apps at once. And you've also got OPPO's brilliant 4-finger zoom feature, so just pinch with 4 digits at once, that'll shrink your app down to a floating window, and then you can move it around wherever you like and do other stuff with the rest of that epic size screen. Now, for anyone who loves to shoot their everyday existence, the OPPO Find N sports a 50 megapixel IMX766 primary sensor, plus a 16 meg ultra-wide angle lens and a 13 meg telephoto shooter offering a 2x optical zoom. It's a flexible setup for whatever you want to shoot, be it your fam, or those aforementioned mental cats, or just random touristy shenanigans. And that bendy design has its own advantages that you don't get with more conventional smartphones. For instance, the cover display can act as a high-tech mirror, so your victim can actually see themselves before you take their shot, giving them a chance to sort their hair out and pull a slightly less gormless expression. Plus, it's also perfect for taking selfies using the rear cam. And because of that humongous internal screen, you can properly preview your snaps as you're taking them. No awkward switching between different apps. You also have a camera hidden away inside of the Find N, and on the front end of it as well. So I think as far as camera lenses go, you're pretty much covered. Between the sizable screen and that beefy Snapdragon 888 chipset and up to 12 gigs of DDR5 RAM that's packed inside, the Find N is also a gamer's delight. That mighty panel supports touch response up to 1000Hz, so even I stood a decent chance of capping a couple of fools in shooty games and swiping Gribblies before they chopped my head off in whatever random title I felt like playing. So that right there in a nutshell is the OPPO Find N. Definitely a very snazzy piece of tech indeed. But what do you guys reckon? It'd be great to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. Thanks again to OPPO for sponsoring this video. And for more of the latest greatest tech, please do plug subscribe, ding that notifications bell, and have yourselves a bloody wonderful rest of the week. Cheers everyone. Love you.